Hi, family. How's everybody doing? Merry Christmas. It's December 25th. I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday. I had to work today. I went into work late. Um, so I was able to spend some time at home this morning. And I got off right before 5 o'clock, and the mister is working tonight till 11. So we kind of celebrated Christmas last night. I really had a nice holiday. I cannot complain. I've been blessed beyond, I just can't even. From my household, my husband, one of the man boys, the other man boy is broke, but um, co-workers, I just can't complain. Material gifts, but more importantly, just the love and appreciation that I feel from those who are close to me. And I hope you guys feel the same, because that's what really matters. What I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I am not a celebrity gossip blogger. That's really not my thing, but something has really been bothering me. I'm not sure how many of you follow Wendy Williams. And let me just start by saying I am not a Wendy Williams fan. I don't dislike her, but I wouldn't say that I watch her show. I don't. If it happens to be on, I'm sorry, Chunk's with me. If it happens to be on TV and I walk in the room, I might, I don't watch her show, okay? Let me just turn this down. He's watching cartoons. Um, but I'm not sure if you guys heard the rumors about her husband, Kevin, having a mistress, and allegedly he bought her a house like right down the street from Wendy. And at one point she was pregnant, but she got rid of it. Well, allegedly she's pregnant again. The paparazzi or whoever follows her, I think somebody followed them for a year straight, and it was like Kevin would drop Wendy off at the studio and then go pick her up. um when all of this came out, Wendy did speak about it and saying that everything was all was well in Hunterville. um and I think she said that that was a friend or whatever. Apparently Charlemagne, which I don't care for him, introduced them, introduced Wendy's husband to her. um a lot of people are saying that I read, because this story has come up on my timeline. And even though I haven't been doing my lives, I've been cheating on you guys, watching other people's lives. Um, and this one particular YouTuber covered this story or whatever. And people feel Wendy is getting what she deserves, okay? I don't know if you guys know. She fractured her shoulder. Apparently, she's been acting off very strange on air. And she came out and said it was because of the pain medication, okay? I know, Momo. Merry Christmas, baby. This is my baby. He was so cranky he didn't want to open his gifts earlier. Say hi. Hi, YouTube family. Say hi. So she was acting very, very strange, and they're all saying this is because of her personal life, okay? They're trying to say, how did she fracture her shoulder? I don't know if they're trying to say Kevin is whooping her behind, but regardless, this is what bothers me about it. A lot of people feel that Wendy has spent a lot of time making fun of people. I'm sorry, y'all. He's silly. I'm just happy he was feeling better. He spiked a fever again, and he's not been feeling well. So I'm happy he's feeling better. So let him make funny faces at y'all. They're saying that she's getting what she's deserved. That's what Wendy gets. She's ruined a lot of people's lives. She's talked about people. She's judged people. This is her karma. Well, this is what I say about that. I think Whitney was doing her job. Let's be honest. That's how she became popular. That's her job. And that position does exist. She's not the only celebrity gossip blogger, host, or anybody who talks about the celebrities and airs people's dirty laundry. She's not the only one. There are many. And if she stops doing it, there will be others. I mean, look at the tabloids. I look at that as she was just doing her job, okay? Now, if you told me her profession was a medical doctor, if you told me she was a secretary, if you told me she was a teacher and then she is doing stuff like this in her free time, or that busybody that's always in somebody's business but don't like to tell theirs, whatever. If you told me that stuff, then I would say okay, but she was just doing her job. That's how she becomes famous. That's how she pays her bills. That's how she got to where she is now. Boy, done banged his head. Anyway, so how does that somebody doing their job justify being cheated on by their husband? I mean, and what he's done, if it's true, let's be honest, who is Kevin Hunter? Kevin Hunter is nobody without Wendy Williams. I'm sorry, what else has he done? Now, apparently he handles all Wendy's affairs, so I don't know if he's on the payroll or if he gets a salary, okay? But still, if he's on the payroll and he's getting that salary, he's getting it because of her. He's riding on her coattails. And as a wife and a former wife of someone who cheated, my first marriage, he cheated on, maybe that's why I sympathize with her. Now, mind you, I'm sure she has to see the writing on the wall by now. But with her career, her schedule, it might be hard because when you work a lot, and at that time I worked a lot, you might miss a couple of things because you're not home. You're not, you're busy, and when you're home, you're tired. So you might not see certain things. But I'm sure what I can tell you is you knew it was a difference because things were different. The intimacy changed. The person start acting distant and stuff like that. You knew something was off, but you just couldn't put your finger on it, okay? I don't think she's that busy not to recognize those symbols. Other people have said that she knows about it and she's okay with it, okay? Those relationships do exist, but usually it's by people that are both doing their own thing. You understand what I'm saying? I don't see Wendy Williams with anybody else. She's always spoke very highly of her husband, her son, her family. Her family will, is very important to her. I don't think that she is accepting this situation. I'm sorry, just to keep him. I'm sorry. I just don't see that. But I do sympathize with her, and it really does bother me. This is my thing about men who cheat. Or women. I think it's very selfish, okay? Because you're not satisfied, okay? And it's them. It's not the person who's being cheated on. You obviously have to feed your ego. And you need that constant attention or, to make you feel good about yourself. Then why don't you just be single and be a player? Why hold on to that person? Why string another person along? And if he did buy that woman a house or buy another house and he used Wendy's money, I just think it's wrong. I don't care who Wendy talked about. I don't care who she gossips about. I don't think she deserves that treatment from her husband. If he's no longer happy in the marriage and they fell out of love, then she set her free. Set her free. I don't know why you would want to string her along. You know what I mean? Unless you just need her money. I mean, I think it's horrible, y'all. I don't think anything that she does. I look at her gossiping and whatever story she puts out, that's part of her job, okay? And that's just what it is. And there are many people who do it. And I don't think she deserves that treatment, And for the side piece or the side woman who's been holding on for a decade, I mean, karma. That's all I have to tell you. He could leave Whitney and marry you and then do the same thing to you, honey. So, and you don't have Wendy's money. She could bounce back from this. And even if, I think they just renewed her TV show for 10th season. Even if they don't renew it for 11th season, she still has made a name for herself that she can do other things. But what can you do? Because apparently Kevin had her quit her job, so she could lay low. You understand what I'm saying? And I just don't think how you think you'll be different. One thing I will say, you can forgive a cheater, but the likelihood of them doing it again is very high. They're going to do it again. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying a player can't hang his hat up. And I'm not saying that people can't change. But the likelihood of them changing, I mean, if you want to take that gamble, go ahead. I did, and the end result was still the same, which means I should have ended it sooner. You understand what I'm saying? You may hold on for another year or two, but it's going to keep happening. So you should not have to share. Now, if somebody's honest with you and that's a situation that you decide to stay in, that's your business. But if somebody's being deceptive behind your back, living a whole nother double life, and you're loyal, I just don't see why you would want to stay in that situation, or why you feel you can't leave that person or move on from that person. There are other opportunities out there. I hate when women settle and say, the devil I know is better than the devil I don't know. Or I hate when women say all men cheat, so I'm going to get them before they get me. Or that's a man for you. Stop. I can't. I can't, y'all. I can't. You're limiting yourself. You're limiting yourself, and you're putting your life in a box. You're telling yourself, basically, I have to put up with this because this is just the way it is. And you don't. You have other options. You could be by yourself, stress-free and happy, not worrying if somebody's going to bring you a disease, not looking over your shoulder constantly. It's just, why would you want to live that life? You understand what I'm saying? And you could be nice and you can give people the benefit of the doubt if you want to. It's your time, honey. Your life and your time. But that's something you can't get back. You can get somebody else, but you can't replace a decade or 2 decades that you give somebody. And I've been there. I'm not talking like I'm the love guru. I'm not the love guru. I don't know everything, but I have learned a lot, and I have been through some stuff. And I just hate to see somebody's time wasted, and I hate to see somebody done like that. Like I said, I'm not a Wendy fan, so don't think this is in support of Wendy. I'm a woman. I'm a mother, and I'm a wife. And I don't think anybody deserves that. Now, if you told me Wendy was out there creeping on Kevin behind his back, well, then that's a different story. But I don't believe that to be the case. I believe she loved her family. I believe she loves her husband, her son. And I think she would give anything for everything to be well, like she said in Huntersville. And I think all of the bloggers and the people attacking her, saying she got what she deserved and that's what she gets and she's always wrong. I just don't agree. I don't think she deserves that. Kevin, I'm not saying you're going to watch this video, but if you are, leave that woman alone. Let her go and go on with your life. If you are in love with this other young lady and you want to start a new life, and you think the grass is greener on the other side, stop wasting this woman's time. Be a man and tell her what it is. She should not have to hear from TMZ. She should not have to hear from, she should hear from you. Be man enough and say, listen, I'm not in love with you anymore. I want to move on. I want to leave. Be a man, but they can't. They're fucking cowards. Excuse my language. That's why they got to be sneaky and playing these double lives. It just really upsets me. It really, really upsets me. And again, I want to reiterate, I'm not a Wendy Williams fan. I do not watch her talk show, okay? But I am a woman. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. And I have been in a marriage where someone stepped out on me, and it's not a good feeling. Okay, the betrayal, it's not a good feeling. Okay, and I just feel bad for her, and I don't care how much money she has. I don't care what her career, what level in life she's in. It's hurtful. It's hurtful. And it has to be even more hurtful for it to be in the public eye. You understand what I'm saying? The public eye. The paparazzi knew your husband bought the side piece of house, and you didn't know nothing. And you sleep in the same bed. Maybe. Who knows? You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Some of these celebrities be having these crazy, you know, behind the doors, real life stuff. Like, I didn't even know her son had got hooked on drugs. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't know what's going on with people's lives. But I just wish people would take it easy on her. And I hope that she's going to be okay. I don't wish her no ill will. Again, a lot of people, feel differently. But I don't care what Wendy Williams has said about people. I feel she was just doing her job. And that's why a lot of people watch her. They watch her for the gossip and all that. And that's how she pays her bills. And there are other celebrity bloggers or gossip people. They have other ones. So if she stopped doing it, someone else is going to do it. You know what I mean? I just don't think she deserves to be lied to and cheated on by her husband. I'm sorry. I just don't. I just had to get that off my chest, y'all. All right. Merry Christmas. And I hope you guys are having a great day.